All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with Selena Hill, who's been guest hosting today.
Yep.
So, Selena, we threw you in here, and I know who you are, and I've been following your career for a while, but I want to make sure that everybody's aware. And I'm trying to think of when we first met, because you are a journalist, a real journalist, and you've definitely interviewed me before, but I've met you before that.
Like, I know you've been featured in Black Enterprise, been
times.
in our events for years, so I feel like it might have been... No. I've seen you at events.
Yeah. And speaking of seeing each other at events, I feel like Selena is always working. That's one thing about you. You've hosted so many panels, so many events. You're the go-to person, I feel like, when people want somebody who is knowledgeable about everything, about entertainment, but also about politics, about what's going on in the world. And listen, I just want to say, like, whenever I see you in this space, I just recently saw you at the Pink Power Dinner. And I was like, Selena, like, I need you to come up here. And guest host on Way Up With You, because Black Enterprise is one of the publications where you are the director of multi-platform content. How long have you been at Black Enterprise?
Woo, girl, I've been there for 9 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And I was telling you earlier that you've also interviewed so many people that are icons who, like Queen Latifah.
Yes.
That's somebody that I want to one day be able to get an interview with.
She was so funny too. I remember, like, we did it virtually, and she started doing like a British accent, like out of nowhere, and had me like cracking up laughing. Like, she's so personable. I had a great time, like, just talking to her.
You know, but then going from that, you've interviewed Kamala Harris.
Yes.
You know?
I interviewed her when she was just about to announce that she was going to run to be President Biden's vice president.
Let me ask you this, because, you know, there's been some rumors going around that she may potentially run again. What do you think about that?
She said it's very possible. I mean,
but what do you think about her running again? Like,
I think we're gonna have to really pay attention, because I mean, a lot of times when a candidate does not make it the first time, I feel like the electorate isn't always as gracious. Like, a lot of times folks are like, well, they lost already, we want somebody new.
Right.
Personally, I like Kamala a lot. She has the credentials, she has the portfolio, she can do a great job. She would have been a much better president than what we have now. But I mean, if she runs and she becomes the Democratic nominee, she will definitely have my vote.
All right, so if it was between her, because Gavin Newsom's also been talking.
I love Gavin Newsom too, especially the way he's been trolling Trump, like from the memes, the hat that he made. I mean, the way that he just mimics Trump in everything he does, I think that's made him very relevant. I love the fact that Gavin Newsom has talked to people on the other side of the aisle, from Steve Bannon to Charlie Kirk. Like, he's showing that Democrats don't have to be in a box, and he's doing things a little differently, and he's using humor, I think, to really build his base. So I like what he's doing.
All right, we're going to talk more to you when we come back. Selena Hill is here. You also have your own Hill Rise Media. You're the founder of that, and we're going to talk about that when we come back. Okay. It's Way Up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Selena Hill, and we're talking about not just you working as the director of multi-platform content at Black Enterprise, but you being an entrepreneur and founding Hill Rise Media. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so, you know, I was always doing consulting in an unofficial manner. Like, years ago, I was working with Angela Simmons and helping her team out. And then I was like, I think it was 2023. I was like, this is the year I want to do it officially. I got my LLC. I started getting clients, started working with people and consulting when it comes to media relations, public relations, and also events. And just the things, just like the information, the insight that I've gained over the years working in media and journalism, just sharing that with other people, other business owners like yourself. Like, obviously, you don't need any help in those areas.
Listen,
but like,
we
a lot of people
never
do.
want to act like we don't need help, because sometimes people can see things that you can't see.
That's true.
And we are always evolving. And I feel like when I step out to events, because I feel like I'm so busy all the time, I don't go out much. But when it's a room to be in, you're always in the room to be in.
Yes.
But that's important too, because I also think people have to understand the importance of, even sometimes if you don't feel like it, pulling yourself
that part
out of the bed, pulling yourself out of the house and off the couch and going out and talking to people and being there, because that's how the opportunities happen a lot.
Girl, so one of my clients, we've been doing strategic positioning with her and getting her in those rooms, and she landed a really big deal.
Yeah.
A really, like, she signed to UTA just by being in a room.
Oh, that's what
you
I'm
know,
talking
I mean,
about.
like, obviously she's a super dope person.
Right, but sometimes
but it helps.
That's the foundation. You're dope,
Yes.
but then how do people make
how
that
do you
connection?
get to that next level? Like, yeah, being out and about, like you said, I'm a people person. I'm either at an event or I'm hosting an event, and it has led to a lot of opportunities for me. Absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of people right now struggling with finding work and employment, and Black women in particular are having quite a challenging time. Can you talk to us about that and some advice or things that you see that could help? Because I know even in the field of media and journalism, it's been tough, but it's been tough all around.
It really has. I mean, just this year, 300,000 Black women have left the workforce or been fired. We see what's happening on the federal level. The Trump administration have been making mass federal cuts. Obviously, we have a shutdown. You talked about earlier how Amazon is making huge corporate cuts. So the economy itself right now is not looking good. A lot of folks are losing opportunities. However, we need to find other opportunities. We have wisdom, we have insight. Like I just said, consulting. If you were working in corporate or you have your own business, you can use that to teach others, to empower others, whether it's client to client or even working with other corporations. Because like you said, people don't know everything. And I think with us as Black women, we have such a unique perspective because, you know, we see things differently. We deal with discrimination. We deal with microaggressions, and we know how to help corporations navigate that. We know how to help other professionals navigate those, navigate that scene. So I think we have a lot to contribute.
I love this. All right. Well, you'll be back on Friday.
Yes.
For sure. And when we come back, you guys have the last word because this is our Way Up With Ye family.